always say a single moment can change a life forever, but I never thought it could or would happen to me, not like this.
Once a semester we hold showcase night. Students get to showcase their work and show off the research that they've done and the hard work that's gone into the semester.
It draws upon students' experiences
in class discussions
and their life and their work experience.
The disciplines of psychology, sociology, anthropology, political science.
The other students get to appreciate that, and it really strengthens the sense of community here.
I offered them a chance to put themselves in the role of a character who was around at a time period that we were discussing.
So I chose Elizabeth Jennings, and then I said, well, could I do it in the form of a play, because it would be easier for me because I write plays.
Elizabeth Jennings, a one-act play, a slice of life from the 1854 civil rights movement in New York City.
These students who are apprehensive at first, I get to see them after 1, 2, or 3 semesters standing up on the stage, talking about the research they've done.
I think they're intimidated only because they think it has to be something really big. So I say just do something that interests you in everyday life. Somebody that loves wine, so she went to a winery.
Professor Williams said that we could do a narrative. I'm a pastry chef by profession. I created my own narrative, and that's my cake. It was obvious to me to look at sugar because of the countries whose dictators we were studying.
In writing about New York, we really talked about this city, and the historical flash fiction pieces that they read would be an opportunity for them to connect the dots between immigration in 1960s New York, as Ryan read about, with the immigration issues that we're dealing with in 2016.
Or talking about their public administration class and new ideas of delivering the services of the city.
We have both the producers and the consumers of services in the classroom. So there will be people who will be complaining about the city doesn't do this and the city doesn't do that, and then we have people in the classroom who are working for the city and are saying how hard it is for them to actually do what they want to do and what the obstacles are.
It really is about expanding that frame of reference and watching the student apply what they're learning in the classroom to what they've experienced in the city and where they plan to go, whether it's through their career, through raising a family, through just living in this city.
The housing and gentrification issues are really something that my students think a lot about. Rose's story about the Lower East Side and these squatters in the East Village touched on that.
You know, Dolly, it's an urban crisis, and that's why we're living here in this abandoned building. Dolly, go get milk from the store. Dolly, you're going to be late for school. Dolly, we are squatters.
My poster board is reflective of my ethos. It led me through the pride that you have in your culture. You want to manifest that with revolutionary tactics, which is what the Young Lords did. Certainly the women's feminist movement and what we are all constantly doing to bring that equality to a good balance. And education, once again, is key.
The topic I chose was homeless in New York City. The reason I chose that topic is because at one time I was homeless in New York City for approximately a year.
We have people in the early childhood education program who are going into a college classroom and observing or working with students and then doing a presentation about what they learned and what it means in terms of child development.
My students for the early childhood development course went into different schools and they came up with an analysis of where this child was functioning. Cognitive, language, social, emotional, and adaptive functioning. We actually took 10 early childhood students down to DC for the NAEYC National Conference. They were able to meet teachers from other states. They were able to meet teachers who teach in different grade levels and really see research in action.
We have students doing research projects and their families experience immigrating from countries all over the globe to the United States.
Many of our students come from recently immigrated families, and they oftentimes have had to be right in the middle of many kinds of different language conflicts.
I get to see them move on and go to law school or to pursue a master's degree, to become the director of their department. And they'll come back to me and talk about how their experience here changed their experience at work, changed the whole outlook. These are the experiences of this city